What up, what up, what up? It's the PAC, man. All things physician associate. And in this video, I wanna update on 1099 versus W-2 fresh out of school. Right? So I had a student rotate with me earlier in the year who I was giving them the information as well, you know, what to expect post-grad. And now that he's graduated, passed the pants, and is negotiating his new job offer, he was given the option of W-2 versus 1099, and I felt like, you know, he was kind of on the fence about which way to go and kind of freaking out about it, and he reached out to me, and I guess I'm gonna, you know, I gave him my best opinion, and I guess I want to kind of put that out there if anyone ever finds himself in a similar situation. So pretty much my advice was, man, just go W-2 for now. Focus on the medicine. Because ultimately, year one, I'd hate, you know, year one, there's a big learning curve. You know, you have a lot of information in your head from PA school, but you got to like kind of figure out what's pertinent now, right? So every day requires you, even though you graduated, you passed the pants, every day you kind of got to go home and study based off of your new specialty, right? So you had a complicated case, or there was a situation at work, lab results, interpretation, anything of that nature, a new medication, a side effect, you got to kind of go home and just review that information, right? And I hate for him to go home and say, oh, I'm perplexed, like what should I do? Should I read up on that condition that my patient had, or should I read up like tax law? Like, don't focus on that stuff, man. Just focus on the medicine year one. Just get the medicine down packed. Be an amazing provider, and that stuff, the rest of the stuff comes later with time. You can always reassess. You know, after a year of doing what you're doing, you become fairly proficient and you're good at what you're doing. You can always switch to 1099 later. For now, you know, he was offered $100,000 fresh out of school, which is amazing when you think about the fact that it's a paid residency, right? Someone's willing to pay you $100,000 and train you. That's amazing. So forget if you're paying a little bit higher on a tax bracket than you really should be. All that stuff could be switched around and played around with later. Like, for now, just focus on the medicine. So that was pretty much my advice to him, and I guess that would be my advice to you guys if you find yourself in a similar situation. I'll tell you, just in my own personal experience, I started fresh out the gate as a 1099, not by choice. That was just the offer that was given to me. And then I left from there to ENT, which was W-2. And then from W-2, I'm now back 1099. So really what I'm doing is, when I give you guys my opinion, is really just because I've been through it, and as I'm learning it, I'm wondering, like, man, is there anybody out there who could also benefit from this? Because nobody told me this, nobody told me anything about this. So I had the experience of both 1099 and W-2, and as a result, I realized, you know what, 1099 is a way more favorable financial setup, and I felt like, you know, maybe people should probably steer more towards 1099 and start learning to manage you know, have more control of your taxes if you can. And but either way, if you find yourself in a new graduate situation and someone actually gave you the option, you're a new graduate, go with W-2. Don't worry about it. Unless you're already you know, good at numbers and you're familiar with taxation and what have you, then in that case, sure, you know, make the decision of whatever works best for you and your family. But either way, just want to put that video out and get back to driving safely. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Much love.